Every month, gameranx puts together the weirdest gaming stories we can find, and September was no exception. Hi folks, it's Falcon, and today on gameranx, the weirdest gaming stories of September 2020. Starting off at number 10, somebody made a scorpion chair. Yeah, it's weird looking. Yeah, some people like it, and yeah, I don't. I'm sure it's comfortable. Yes, 3 monitors is nice, but it's a $3,000 chair that, well, you look like you might be part of the Borg. I seriously worry that the chair would somehow assimilate me into itself because it comes off as some sort of a singularity-oriented device. I'm not gonna lie and tell you I think that it doesn't look comfortable. Like, it does. Does it look $3,000 comfortable? No. And the rest of it, the aesthetics, make me think like, oh, like, I would not look cool having that in my house. And obviously, that's not what it's for. It's for, I guess, comfort. But I do feel like a lot. I mean, look at it. They're trying very hard. At number 9, Call of Duty League, which is a professional esports league, of course, which is previously played exclusively on the PlayStation 4, has moved its platform over to PC. Obviously, the superior platform to be playing any esports on, period, because of the mouse and keyboard. However, they're maintaining exclusive use of controllers, which is, all right, you're doing some puzzling stuff here. Sorry, what? Let's just lay this out. You're moving your first-person shooter esports league to the platform that has the most precision possible controls for first-person shooters, but you're restricting it to controller usage for reasons. Like, there's no reason given. They're only going to be using specific controllers which are approved by the league, which, again, what? I feel a lot like there's no chance this is permanent because it just seems like such an utterly bizarre move to me. Like, if you move to PC, like, the whole reason to do it is not the graphics, despite the fact that the graphics are better on PC. It's the input. It's entirely the input. At number 8, Fall Guys had a secret cheater island that they had to shut down. Now, that's not the most unique thing that you've ever seen. Certainly, lots of games do something like this. They put together servers where the cheaters get sort of tossed, and it's fine. But since they slowly rolled out the cheating detection that they had created for the game, there were a lot of people who got sent to the island and never had enough players to join a game. So they would just basically be falling forever when they tried to start a game. This, of course, is not ideal when you're trying to make a seamless experience, even for the cheaters. Yes, even when you're trying to cordon off the bad people so that they can compete against each other for a cheater's crown. Yes, they called it that. They said it was literally just a normal crown with the hollow feeling of guilt and regret. But because the cheaters weren't allowed to play, it's not even that they got suspicious, they were just annoyed they couldn't play and started cheating the cheat island and figuring out a way to join the normal game. Whether it be by having a party full of non-cheating players or exploiting a family sharing vulnerability. They ended up with people double cheating and they had to just stop. They were just like, all right, whatever. And they shut it down. At number 7, somebody got Doom running on a pregnancy test, and wow, that is a weird sentence, isn't it? As it turns out, an electronic pregnancy test is a lot more complex than you might think. Apparently, they have 8-bit microcontrollers in them that were actually more powerful than, like, early PCs from IBM, which, if you ask me, is pretty crazy. And even though the display on the pregnancy test is only 2 colors, black and white, it actually does a really good job of showing you Doom. Like, it looks like Doom to me. It looks most like Doom when there's an enemy up in your face and you're trying to dispatch of it with a shotgun and all of that's going on. But even when you're just walking around, like, you think, oh, is Doom on that pregnancy test? The answer is, of course, yes, Doom is on that pregnancy test, which is, again, just a bizarre sentence. I never in my life thought, you know what I'm going to play Doom on? A little stick that women pee on to find out if a baby's coming out of them and then throw away. Genuinely, that was just not a thought for me at all. At number 6, Zynga is finally closing Farmville, at least the original game. And this is because of the big changes in the Adobe Flash platform, namely that Adobe is no longer going to be supporting it, and therefore Facebook has also made the choice that they're not going to be supporting it. All Flash games will be gone from Facebook at some point in the future, and Zynga decided that they were going to simply shutter Farmville. Now, they'll be shutting down microtransactions on November 17th and shutting the game specifically on December 31st. And that's it. No more of the original Farmville. Now, Farmville 2 and the various spin-offs and the eventual launch of Farmville 3 on mobile is going to be stuff that, if you happen to have a hankering for some Farmville, you will have the ability to play. But a lot of the experience of Farmville is actually kind of just nostalgic because that was a big thing on Facebook 11 years ago when it launched in 2009. The weird thing is just the idea that it's gone. I kind of forgot about it. I assumed it probably would go on forever because there are people that are really invested in it. But then again, Adobe Flash, it's really going to screw a lot of archiving of internet history. At number 5, the Xbox boss, Phil Spencer, actually ended up revealing the Xbox Series S very early. By total mistake, of course. He had it sitting on his shelf as he put up a video message to YouTube. Or maybe it was on purpose. I don't know. I'm not going to pretend that I do. I mean, the real question is, did he do it on purpose? That's sort of the thing that we're all sitting here asking ourselves. And if he did do it on purpose, did he actually think people would notice? I mean, nobody knew what it was, of course, but it's interesting to go back and see something that wasn't revealed, was technically top secret, just sitting out in somebody's house like it's nothing. But that's exactly what happened. Phil Spencer's just like, you know what? Let's do this. I don't know. Phil, was it on purpose or not? At number 4, a 55-year-old man went viral playing Apex Legends for, being very good at it. The self-described boomer, a guy by the name of Duncan MacLeod, going by Boomer Gaming on Twitch, is better than I am at Apex Legends. He just went on an absolute kill spree, became the kill leader, and went viral on Reddit. He had over 30,000 upvotes due to being the most awesome boomer at this game. And our man isn't playing around. Although he says there's a group of older folks that he plays various games with, the youngest person being in their 40s. And weirdly enough, doesn't really get trolled by anybody for being old sounding. He chalks it up to his Australian accent and sense of humor, which, let's just not lie, boomer humor is actually pretty funny. Maybe not for the same reasons they think it is, but it makes me laugh every time. Good job, Duncan. At number 3, you know how the Xbox Series X has a name that is confusing? Yeah, let me just go ahead and say, lots of times at this point, I've had to re-record things for this channel because I can't say the right name. That's not really that big of a deal, though. It takes a few seconds out of my day. This is going to be a big deal for some folks, though. You see, Microsoft launched the pre-orders of the Xbox Series X, and the Xbox One X's sales went up 747% that day. It went up from a rank of 2,804 to 331, which is an insane jump. And I also love it because, I work in gaming. I'm making fun of this name thing to everyone. It's not good. They've done it bad. Seriously, this is exactly what, so many people have said would happen. And it's just right there, right in the open. You can find it right in the Amazon sales. Clearly, people are mistaking the Xbox One X for the Xbox Series X. Why did you do this, Microsoft? At number 2, Electronic Arts decided, hey, you know what's a good idea? Not to put ads in our $60 game at its launch so that nobody talks about it in reviews. And then, a month later, putting full screen ads that cover up gameplay into the game. So all these people that spent $60 on a game that was reviewed as not having ads in it in this way now have a $60 game that has ads in it in this way. As you might be able to expect, people got mad. Why wouldn't they? That's annoying. I don't think that ads are the most evil thing on the planet or anything, but when you sneak them in as to avoid scrutiny in reviews, it's not cool. EA pulled the ads and apologized for them, and retained the $60 that everyone had paid, and would have done it whether they had apologized or not, because hey, they've already made the money. I love the economic system that we live in. Love it. Because if we're honest, I can't even blame EA for trying to make more money off of it. That's literally what they're supposed to do. I hate it, but I also get it. Good on everyone for complaining, though, because seriously, come on. And at number 1, a man who liked RuneScape a lot paid a hacker from inside RuneScape money, to hack into email accounts of guys that were talking to his ex-girlfriend. I do not know what is weirder, the circumstances that he hired him in, or the fact that a guy who is deep enough into RuneScape to know how to find the hackers to hire had a girlfriend. I'm obviously just joking, RuneScape players. I imagine plenty of you have girlfriends. Yeah, but still, this is weird, and you shouldn't do stuff like this, right? I think we can all agree on that. Also, why is that the method that he did? In all seriousness, that's not the first place I think of to find hackers. Not hackers of things that are not RuneScape anyways. And you know what he did beyond just doing the hacking part of it, which is already very illegal? He also used the emails to threaten one of the people that was involved, which is not good. That's blackmail, right? Yeah, And a quick bonus point for you. A prototype of the PlayStation phone showed up in the wild, and a lot of people are talking about how intriguing the 3D button is on it, but I just want to say, like, it looks great. Like, honestly, if somebody made this exact phone nice and thin like this for you to play games on, I'd play games on it. That's just great looking. I like that. Somebody do that. Anyway, that is all for this month. So leave us a comment, let us know what you think. If you like this video, please click like. If you're not subscribed, now's a great time to do so. We upload brand new videos every day of the week, and the best way to see them first is, of course, a subscription. So click subscribe, don't forget to enable all notifications, and as always, thank you very much for watching this video. I'm Falcon, you can follow me on Twitter, Falcon the Hero. We'll see you next time, right here on gameranx.